No, yeah, I forgot that you could do that.
Wakey, wakey, smell those eggs and bacon. It's
So
time
we're
for
not saying
Breakfast
for this
Talk,
one, right?
a podcast covering a range of entrepreneurial and independent comics creation topics first thing in the morning. Of course, please like and share if you're enjoying our special seasoning. And be sure to subscribe to join us every Monday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Central. Let's talk.
Breakfast time!
Breakfast time!
Holy shit.
Dylan came around the corner with that one, bro.
Trying to find my Santa hat.
That shit was epic.
This is episode 18 of Breakfast Talk.
Breakfast time!
Breakfast time!
All right. People are gonna just leave because they're like, they're too
Yeah, right
loud.
Yeah, right there. That was all of our audience just left.
People can, if they want, to just jump in. I didn't invite anybody, but it's fine. And if you want to drink, you can do whatever.
Yeah,
this
you
is
can
our
put-
like holiday episode to celebrate the worst year in history. No, probably not in history.
Yeah, we're drinking away the sorrow that is 2020.
Yeah. And we're disappearing for December. Well, at least Dylan and I are on social media.
Breakfast tie.
Why do you have a tie?
It's red.
Because it's fancy.
Are you gonna wear a tie? Are you Avril Lavigne? You're gonna wear it?
Hey man, leave him alone. Maybe he likes. You know, he's a
Hector
skater-
looks like he's
a
about to
skater
go to
boy.
like. I said later,
Robert.
boy. Hector looks like he's about to go judge a wine festival or something.
I actually am after this, so you know, let's move this along, eh?
Does someone need a hug? Yeah. People, you guys can like say your favorite comment, your favorite like holiday movie or whatever, anything like
Vacation.
what?
Christmas vacation.
Christmas Vacation,
Yeah.
Jingle All the Way. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, Jingle All the Way is like up there.
Definitely.
So I had a little idea that might be fun, and maybe that is just to recap all of the episodes that we've done of Breakfast Talk and just kind of go over some of the things that we talked about, you know, paraphrase and whatnot, just so you know this is also value driven as well and not just kind of like let's just drink and talk about random stuff. So what do you guys think?
Yeah.
Well, I think
Awesome.
you said you wanted value driven. So
Yeah.
drink and talk about random stuff.
I mean, we can do both. I'm just saying, like, you know, that maybe that's a little more keeping with I don't know, Dylan. It's probably behind you somewhere obvious.
Did you lose the beanie hat that
No, the beanie's
I
right
gave
here.
you?
I got the beanie, which I'm going to use to cover up this mess of a hair day. Yeah.
Your hair's not that long, so it's
We
okay.
actually sell beanies in our store. If you want to go get it, it's 25% off right now if you use the code Black
Ooh.
Friday 2020.
Wow.
It's dark in here.
Make it rain on these indies, boy.
Let's see here. Let's make a little banner.
Yeah, put the discount code in there.
So episode 1 of Breakfast Talk. Taking it back. I don't even remember what we were talking about, man.
Age rates and like our Comic-Con plans. So it's
this, wow,
pretty
that's
sad,
epic.
it's pretty sad. Yeah, yeah, that's kind of hilarious.
It came to fruition.
Slightly.
Yeah, obviously it was a different Comic-Con that we were talking about.
Scattered.
Not a digital Comic-Con, I would imagine, but you know, still made it happen.
So our Comic-Con plans were basically, no, I'm not going to say everything, but we were going to have the creators on our platform go to whatever Comic-Con they wanted around their area, and then we would, everybody would like, you know, who's interested would foot the bill. Is that what the term is?
And if you were you know, aware that there used to be in-person Comic-Cons, like you used to go to a building and interact with other individuals and people. Yeah, no, I know it's been so long, but yeah, it was it's one of those ancient traditions that, you know, goes back all the way to 2019.
Yeah, it goes back to 2019.
Yeah.
It feels so long ago.
Seriously though, man, like ridiculous. Like it's been a year. It feels like it's been 5.
Feels like almost a whole year.
Almost.
It's
Almost.
been
We're
11
getting there.
years so far.
Exactly. No, yeah. So we were talking about like doing the like basically like splitting costs and like sharing like a booth or something like that with another indie, or like one indie going on behalf of like everybody that's on the platform, and then working out like a sales like kind of commission based system and stuff like that. So that was like a pretty cool plan. Obviously, we didn't get to put it into action
Yet.
yeah, but then also the page rates. I remember we were saying that it's so variable. It's hard to like have like a one solid thing. And I don't think we ever did make that blog post about like the kind of like lines of logic on price versus like skill set and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, we're still gonna do that. It's just there's so much that was going on. Actually, I think that was at the time that we still had to like relaunch the platform. So
yeah, dude, you just got like super dark.
Because I'm looking at Facebook to try to share stuff. So it's dark theme. So also it's 3:00 here, and apparently that's when it gets dark here.
It's already getting dark here too. It's kind of weird.
I don't know why I just did that. Okay, don't share there. I definitely know what I'm going to do different for a virtual Comic-Con next year if we do one, which probably will. It's just we're going to have like moderators, not co-hosts, moderators. I didn't really know the term until Tier just said it like a couple minutes ago.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I think, it's kind of one of those building things, right? Like every time you do something, like you do it your first time, it's probably not going to be that great, but like, the next year it's going to be way better. So
we got some YouTube subscribers, so that was kind of cool.
It's all about bringing us together, right? Like bringing all these indies together and talking and sharing ideas, and
I'm gonna have some
our fans involved, and
I'm gonna have some people that aren't like in my like normal circle of people that we talk to be on. Art Belfield said to try to get like bigger names on there on here. We actually kind of had one so far, like that I would count. Austin Janowski, I think that's how you say his last name, and he's gonna be on again. He's been doing it for like 26 years, so I'm gonna say that he's pretty big.
Yeah, I mean, having a big name would be great to like kind of like build up the prestige of the actual convention. But I think again, I mean, the whole point of this is to give us indies a voice. That's kind of the whole thing about it. And I know there's independent creators that are bigger than some other ones, but we're all on the come up. So that I feel like it's justified to like what we were trying to do. So I dig it, man. I've been watching a few of the panels, and I was commenting on a few pretty heavily. And yeah, that one panel was just super interesting to me. The character building, which turned into like everything building kind of thing. But yeah, it was a really fun one. And I think that there was a lot of great points brought up. The one that I focused on primarily was what Chuck said, asking yourself why at every stage is like key. And I think that was like such good advice for any independent, and like anybody that's trying to make a comic is like, you really have to, because there's so many, kind of roadblocks, and there's so many setbacks, and there's working relationships you have to build, and just knowing how to do all these different things, the financial and the marketing and all that kind of stuff. Like you have to keep asking yourself why over and over, so you can keep figuring out and motivating yourself to keep moving forward. Because it can be tough, it can be definitely a hard road to hoe. I mean, something that touched me specifically because, we stopped making comics at New Leaf. Now we're just, focusing on games, and we're going to circle back around to comics when we have more of a better financial position. And also just my professional career has kind of taken an upward trajectory. So I'm just trying to like, make the most out of that, and not, and actually make some good money. That's pretty much what I'm doing it for. So I can make some good money, and, to become a little bit better as a professional. So I can bring that experience to the indie comic world.
I think this year wasn't needed. Like the virus wasn't needed, but like certain things were needed. We had like a little break from our platform, so we could relaunch it, and now it looks like better than it did before.
Oh yeah, dude, I just went on it. It looks great, by the way. You guys did a great job.
Well, Dylan did.
Well, I say you guys, but we know who
definitely
you're
Dylan.
talking to.
Mr. Web Design.
Greg runs all this stuff, so that I can be underappreciated. It's good.
Oh God.
Then we did meetings. Then we did meetings with people that were on the platform. I actually asked people if they were down to do that next year. And some said, yeah. So probably still do that. Just like won't do like 7 or whatever throughout the year. Probably like a little spread out.
Yeah.
It was more for our collaborative projects and stuff. So like the card collection thing. Well,
Yeah.
I can't say game because Zane's
we
gonna
can't.
magically appear and he's gonna be like, "No, it's not a game."
It's not a game. It's confusing.
Like that, and then we were trying to do like so many more Kickstarters than we actually did. We were gonna do our video game Kickstarter that fell through because we got one guy doing it all. That's why I'm gonna try to start learning Unity, and I'm already learning Blender. I made a donut, a few other things. I can make food Blender pretty easily.
Just in general, I mean, like, you know, I think it 2020 was kind of a lesson, maybe for you guys, not for me so much, but for you guys, and like, well, actually, I guess to me as well, taking on the like card project, was just like, yeah, how to kind of set your sights really lofty, and like, you know, you still can accomplish maybe 1 or 2 of those things, but like to expect that you're going to accomplish all of those things in like a year's time with like 2 people working on a project or 3 people working on a project, it's like, but there he is. Where is Dylan? Aaron is after you, Dylan.
So Aaron was just watching Chuck's little live video because, you know, Chuck has to do a live video every day.
Of course.
He actually is going to start doing a live show every Tuesday, I think, starting next week or this coming week because it's Sunday now.
Yeah, I'm so happy for that guy. He's getting a lot of good stuff going on right now.
Yeah.
So
the one thing that I was like kind of sad about this year was we weren't able to kind of release a comic this year.
Yeah.
We had like so much planned.
I think we kind of couldn't.
we kind of couldn't. Just this the timeline with everything, and then like when it started, and the art teams that we have, they're busy with like 7 other things. So I understand that. So that's why like next year, like the beginning of next year, we're gonna have like just a shit ton of stuff that just like is gonna be pumped out, just like one after the other, and then we're gonna have trailers and stuff for those to like promote. So we're gonna go like heavy on that. We're gonna get like reviews and all that stuff, like what Ear's just talking about. We're gonna do we'll go to Indie Comics Dispatch and whatever else, Effective Nerd, and actually get reviews because you can use those quotes and use them within the trailers or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I think 2020 was like a building year. It was like, you know, when a team's like, you know, let's get some new players, but you know, we're probably not going to win a lot this year, but this is going to be a building year for us. Like that's what 2020 was. You know what I mean? It was like we got some good components, but now we have to figure out how to really work them all together and in there so that they, you know, they work to their maximum like ability. And yeah, I think 2021 is looking super promising. I mean, Chronicles of Horror, what we're doing with that as a team collaborative project, it's just getting bigger. It's going to be way better. It's going to be, you know, it's planned. We're doing the production like 7 months in advance for the Kickstarter, things like that. Like we have artists that are really like into the idea. We're talking about doing an extra layer, like the motion comic layer. So that's like, you know, again, we're going to keep, you know, moving forward and making things better. When it comes to us in general, like New Leaf, we have a game that we actually had to push back our timeline because we had a couple, we freelanced a couple people, and they're just, you know, their timelines are just a little longer than we thought they might be. So it was like 2 weeks here, 2 weeks there. So it was like a month behind where we wanted to be. Like we wanted to be releasing our demo pretty much around this time. Is Dylan still looking for his hat?
I guess.
I think so, maybe. Anyway, yeah. So we're releasing our demo for our first game, or not first game. Our next game should be out in like December-ish, like maybe around New Year, and then we're gonna push back the timeline for the other one just because it's like we have to, you know, like for marketing, all that kind of stuff. We're not gonna have the time to like really be hyper focusing on the next project if we're still, you know, doing that first project. So yeah, it'll probably be around like February, March, something like that, where we release our other demo for an app that we're building, which we're actually super excited about. Like, I think that app is going to be like for everybody that we're specifically talking to and talking about in terms of indies and creatives. it's going to be something that's really like helpful, and hopefully it gets really good, feedback and reception, and then we're able to keep, building upon it and making it better. So we'll be looking for beta testers, within the indie community, within the creative community. So if anybody does want to sign up for the beta, we'll probably be putting out like a sign up sheet, because we want to release it to probably like 100 people at max first.
You could probably add that to our platform, like the sign up for that.
Events.
Yeah.
You can put it on the events.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
or
Yeah, when we were finding like a date for it, for like a more realistic release date, then we'll definitely do that. But yeah, so I just feel like 2021 is going to be like a really great year. I've taken on a whole bunch of different projects at Maui Studios, so I just feel really good about where I'm headed, and like the platform, it looks great. I think that we're gonna be adding in that kind of like subscription like tier system, which is super cool. It's a great idea. It makes complete sense too with what like the effort to success ratio, I guess. It's like, well, we'll put more effort in if we're having more success. So it's like you're like having these tiers to like, if we have 100 subscribers, obviously that's that's something we can put a little more time into, than if we had 50. So it makes complete sense, and I think it's going to work out really great for us having the cards as an incentive system, having your guys' game be on there. I've been waiting for the game since you guys like brought me into the fold, so I'm like, I'm still waiting for it. No, I'm sure. So I'm waiting for that game. But yeah, everything is looking like it's really good. I think all of the indie comics that are on the platform like have been stepping up. Like everybody that's been active and part of like the communications and stuff like that has been stepping up. Damanuke, I don't even know how to say his Instagram name.
I think that's how you say that, because
I found it. Wait, I found it.
Awesome. He's so tired now.
I just had to go through 20 boxes to find it. It turns out I was smart enough to label it.
Alcohol. Oh, you were looking for that? I thought you were looking for your Santa hat.
Yeah.
I gave up on that. I was looking for my bottle of rum.
Yeah, I took that out of the fridge or whatever.
I think it's this one.
It's dairy based. So.
Ooh, nice. But I think Tier with Sovereign is doing a great job. Again, if that's how you say his name, Dominuke, I don't know, but he's been showing his stuff like on Discord, which I know everybody hasn't seen, but like from the first like set of things that he shared like on our Instagram to like where he's at now, I feel like he's like coming like a long way as in terms of like being a mangaka, which I really enjoy. I love manga, so it's like to see him succeeding in that way is really, it's really great. Everybody's coming along. Yeah. Triple Threat Comics, just everybody.
Yeah, and there's 2 people. What is that? What's that?
This is the bottle of rum I was talking about. I brought this from Punta Cana.
Oh, nice. Show us the label. What does it say? What are you? Extra Vieto?
There you go.
Vieto? I don't know. But
Viejo.
what are you drinking? Oh, it's a J. Okay, Viejo. Yeah, what are you drinking, Greg?
Right now I have pumpkin jack. It's like hard cider.
Oh yeah.
Very, very sweet. Because it was free. So I was like, yeah, my friend Ryan's like, well, I'm not going to drink the rest of this. I was like, I'll take it. I don't have to buy it. And he's like, oh, okay. So I brought that over yesterday. And then I have rum chata. If that's how you say that.
It is, yeah.
I have to go grab the bottle. It's in the kitchen.
Yeah, so I failed hard. I took my
Do you have something that's 4 shots?
No, that's the thing. I actually have tequila, but it probably doesn't mix well with, stout beer that I'm drinking right now.
You can just take a little break and then do that.
We'll see. I mean, if there's anyone commenting and saying that I should, like, let's vote. Should I take shots of tequila? I'll leave it to the commenters, to the viewers.
Yeah. That'd be cool if we could do like a poll on here, but we can't.
StreamYard.
Since this is streaming to a million places, but one is Twitch. I'm probably the only one that actually I don't think I'm technically watching. Oh, okay. There's a
I was actually.
yes.
I was gonna ask, like, how can I share this thing right now?
So Twitch, we're at pace yourself, bud. gonna be like starting to use Twitch actually like a bit more next year. I was saying to somebody, I don't remember who, but I was gonna actually play our game on Twitch once it's like, you know,
We are
live.
pacing ourselves, Aaron. It's a fast pace.
um, yeah, so we're gonna be using Twitch. I'm actually thinking of maybe doing a show like every like a special day of like the week, and just doing that. I can also like replay episodes on there. So I like StreamYard, how it's like the whole setup and everything. So I might use this instead of Zoom. I don't know yet.
I think that StreamYard is good. I like the setup of it. But yeah, if you guys are gonna do like a live Twitch show, like I could do like an Artist Alley thing like with it every week and stuff. Because I was wanting to have at least one live stream day a week, and I've just never been able to organize it on my own. But if you guys are doing it, it's like
if we could figure out how that. Yeah, if we could figure out how to integrate that into our website, I think that would be pretty cool. I would also like people to just go to our Twitch because once we get to like 50 followers or whatever, then we can actually become like an affiliate, minus the other requirements that you need. But
well, I mean, if you're on Twitch right now, you've met that like 8-hour stream thing. Like,
we met that, and then it's like we got like a bunch of badges yesterday. I was like, oh, cool! I didn't know any of this existed. I like this, like one of the first times I've actually been on there.
Like, if we start getting subscribers, I'll start making like custom emotes, and then I'll give them free to followers. So if you guys, if everybody goes to the Twitch, to Sierra Nova Twitch, I am dedicating myself to make emotes for their Twitch channel, and then we'll be giving them away for free.
So, actually,
don't get it.
I can share this, and then I will.
Joke's on you, though. It's just gonna be all eyeballs. That's it. It's just gonna be eyeballs. Suckers. JK.
Let's share to the Twitch. So if anybody has questions, that'd be pretty cool. But so the first episode was about our Comic-Con plans and page rates. Page rates, basically, it's like more a matter of opinion, because like everybody has like a different pay, like what they believe they should be charged or are charging for their page rate. So that's what we talked about in the first episode.
Episode 2. What were we doing episode 2?
That I actually don't remember. I have to look at that.
I'm surprised you remember number 1, because I had no idea.
I remember that just because it was the first one, I think.
Yeah, back when our thumbnails were horrible.
And then they got way better. And then
you're welcome.
Just because like you do them.
Well, they were horrible at the start because I've never like done YouTube thumbnails, and we were just kind of like Greg was like, "Hey, can you put a dude there that's doing this?" And I'm like, "I'll just use stock footage. I'll just use stock pictures and put my cat's head on them." We're trying to definitely make it more.
I still got like views. Well, this one I promoted, but episode 2 was creating while working 9 to 5, and that's like I'm pretty sure people watching this and me, we have like a 9 to 5 job. I have an overnight job, but same thing.
Yeah.
What I am trying to do is, next year is all about building out the platform even more to monetize it, and I want to do that because I would like to make money, not only so the creators can get paid off of their like views and whatnot and merch, which talk about that in a second, but so like I can finally make money off of the website.
Yeah.
If I can start making money off of that and I make enough, I won't need my job.
No, yeah, we need, honestly, like as part of the platform, we need you to like be more like day to day, you know what I mean? Like, and working on the platform and stuff like that, and reaching out and growing the platform. Because I mean, the way that I've known your guys' work ethic is definitely like the way I see my work ethic, and it's like this is what we need to be doing like all the time, like there's no breaks to this, there's no like, is that just an egg and ketchup on there?
No, that is egg.
And then ketchup?
Don't say it.
That looks delicious, actually. But
that's
so much ketchup. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a little bit of stuff. But I was like,
ketchup.
You're doing it fast. Yeah, you're doing it fast. You got a little excited.
After I did keto, after I did keto for a couple months, yes, Aaron, 'tis the dream. I don't know if it was mentioned in Beards and Comics, but I thought like Aaron and Matt did say something that they want to actually have like their own like little building for a studio for their podcast. I don't know if it's for like anything else, but I think they did mention that at some point, and that'd be cool if I had it.
They're just copying us. We said that a long time ago.
Yeah, that'd be cool if we had that. It's just like I don't know how that would work since you're in Chicago. Well, you'll be in like Texas, so.
I will definitely next year, summer 2021. I'll be moving.
No, we can all meet up in Nashville, right in the middle.
Yeah. It's actually farther from Dallas than it is from Chicago to Nashville. It's weird because you would think because it's like more south, it's like this like closer, but no.
Yeah, Dallas is on the other side of Texas.
Yeah. Well, it's close. It's actually closer to like the East Coast, but it's still just really fucking far. And you have to drive up north because like I think like Nashville is like super south. It's not. You know what I mean? Like it's still kind of like right in the middle of the country. It's not really that far south. You know.
Yeah, Nashville's like basically in the center upwards and like the right third.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so they are having like a little HQ center thing. That's awesome.
That's all. Yeah, that is really cool.
I know a guy that's on our platform. He just still has to give me his comics. Jorge Medina. He's got Wonder Duck, and he has another comic called like Russ or something.
I like Wonder Duck a lot.
Yeah, that massive graphic novel. It's not like Righteous. Righteous is like 7,000 chapters. I still have to upload more. I could, and I could just be like, look, we have like 100 comics now.
Well, because it's like metaphysical kind of like stuff, right? So you could kind of like build concepts off of that stuff all day. And it's like you're kind of building on other people's nothing against what it's about. I'm just saying like it is a lot of like stuff that people have already built in terms of philosophy, and then you're just kind of like, well, I don't know. I've never read the comic, but from what I hear, it's definitely more about that. It's more about like the metaphysical kind of stuff. That's what are they called? The something teachings, mystery schools. There you go. That's what it's called. Maybe you don't know that terminology, but anyway, it's for all like, mystery schools. It's like basically all of the metaphysical kind of thinking, like crystals and meditation, astral projection, all those kinds of things.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah, exactly. Time Stone.
Wow. So
the 9 to 5.
They're actually almost done, I think, creating their studio, if it's not done yet. They had like a little vlog on their YouTube about it. Medina, Jorge, on our platform, and his business partner. That's part of Catch the Craze podcast. That's their podcast, and they're on like 200 something episodes.
Wow.
We did a Comic-Con just for like hitting 50 episodes, which
our 200 fireworks studio.
I mean, like honestly though, like as when we started doing this, to just know that we would reach like with Breakfast Talk 20 episodes, like, and we're about to reach that like the first episode of New Year, like that's kind of crazy to me. Like I really didn't expect. Well, first of all, I didn't even know we were doing this. Like you're just like, hey, yeah, we're doing a new thing this Sunday, and it's gonna be called Breakfast Talk, and I'm like, all right, I guess we're doing a new podcast because I was on the SNC podcast a lot, and then you got better guests, so I just kind of like took a back seat. Which I was like, oh, that's fine. But then, we obviously still talked a lot. Like every like week, at least me and you, but us three would have like a conversation. And it would be like marketing advice. What do we need to do next with the platform? What, all these different topics.
Yeah, we're basically having those meetings anyway.
Yeah,
we'll record them.
Exactly. And that's exactly what Breakfast Talk. That's how it came into being. And now, we're drinking. So
yeah. Like what Aaron is, they're building it to like level themselves up, and have like a dedicated space. I actually I've been thinking, what?
So why don't they just eat a mushroom?
Yeah, level up. Well, that's an extra life. That's not a level up.
Yeah.
Well, I guess no. You get to
grow,
no.
Right? There's the red one. There's the red one.
You grow, but
another one will bring you to a whole nother level.
I've eaten a couple of those mushrooms, and yeah.